Hello, fellow library lover, and welcome to yet another webinar in which we'll discuss an online database from the Farmingdale Library in detail. Today we'll be discussing Consumer Reports Online. Hello, my name is Stuart Schaefer, and I'm the head of reference at the Farmingdale Public Library. And my contact information is 516-249-9090, extension 203, and my email address is fdaleref, FDALEREF at nassaulibrary.org. To get to the library's website, you'll go to www.farmingdalelibrary.org. So today we're going to be talking about Consumer Reports Online. You'll need your library card to access this from home, which is also known as accessing it remotely. You'll be going to the library website, and you'll need the 14-digit barcode on the back of the library card, which is why you need the card. So on the screen, you see my contact information, which I just gave you. And I'm just going to give you a brief outline of Consumer Reports Online. Basically, it's the print version of the famous magazine, but there's a vast amount of information that's included online that's not as accessible on the print version of it. You will get product reviews and ratings on cars and appliances and electronics, and oh, so much more online. It's a great resource, and online you'll have access to internet links and even more information. The user interface, as you'll find out in a few seconds, is very, very easy to use. You'll find articles and charts, graphs, reviews, news, and the current issue and videos from for Consumer Reports Online. It's a great interface, and we're going to get right to it. I just want to share my screen. Give me 1 second, and we are going to go to the library website, which should appear on your screen any moment now. There it is. So this is the library's website at farmingdalelibrary.org. And we are going to click on the research bar up here at the green bar up here. We're going to click on subject. And then, believe it or not, we're going to click on business and investments. And I'm just going to scroll down in a second. And the third option on the page is consumer reports, excuse me. Our summary is quite concise. It says product reviews and ratings on cars, appliances, electronics, and more. We're going to click on the word consumer reports. And you can see that I'm going to need to put in my barcode. And I'm going to click on the Consumer Reports logo in the center. Actually, the text, excuse me. And the page will populate momentarily. It's loading. And you can see the page is very crisp. We have a center picture. We have some headings at the top left, product reviews and news, issues that matter, and about them, about Consumer Reports. We have a search box in here, which is where we're going to look for a few things. And I'm going to scroll down the screen. These are some of the products that they test in their labs: air purifiers, coffee makers, dishwashers, freezers, HD TV antennas, lawn mowers and tractors, refrigerators and SUVs and TVs and vacuum cleaners and washing machines. And then at the bottom over here, I'm highlighting it in green. These are all the products that they cover from A to Z. It looks like they cover over 8,500 different products. But I wanted to show you up here at the top of the page, I'm going to type in a search for refrigerators. I typed in REFR, and it populated with either refrigerators or refrigerator thermometers. I'm going to click on the first one, just the general refrigerator that we all have in our houses. So at the top part of the page, we have refrigerators. I highlighted it. We are now in the section for overview. Then there's a section for ratings and recommended, and there's a buying guide. I'm going to go through all that. That's going to be primarily most of this webinar. So refrigerator ratings, the options that make it easier to choose the right style of refrigerator for your kitchen, whether it's a top freezer, bottom freezer, or side by side. We can click on their ratings and reviews by clicking on this link, or we can click on their buying guide. The buying guide link over here is the same as the buying guide link up here. And the ratings and reviews link over here is the same as the ratings and review link up here. But let's look at top freezer refrigerators. There are 54 of them. That's what that number is in parentheses. This is the little blurb about them. And I just wanted to show you, whoops, clicked on a little too fast. I'm going to click on the top freezer refrigerators, the 54 of them. It's loading. And if you're familiar with the print version of the magazine, you probably have seen this type of chart where they have the ratings. They're either poor in red, or fair in orange, good in yellow, very good in lime green, or excellent in dark green. These are the different categories. They have survey results, predicted reliability, owner satisfaction, thermostat control under here, temperature uniformity, energy efficiency, noise, ease of use, and then claimed capacity in cubic feet. It looks like they have sorted it by overall score. The top one is a Blomberg, I never heard of it, a Blomberg refrigerator freezer. It's a $1,300 refrigerator. This is a picture of it over here. You can click on it. That's what it looks like. I'm going to go back because we're going to show you this in much more detail. These are the grades that it gets in these categories. The first two, there's insufficient survey data to receive a brand level rating for predicted reliability and owner satisfaction. However, the thermostat control, it got an excellent review. The temperature uniformity was very good, as was the energy efficiency and the noise. The ease of use was fair, and its claimed capacity is 12.6 cubic feet. Let's click on the picture of the refrigerator. And again, we get the name of the refrigerator, the manufacturer, the ID number, a picture of it right here. We can shop for it. We have a list of external dimensions of it, height, width, and depth. And someone wrote a review of it right here. This is their review. It doesn't look like they had a narrative. They talked about how the lighting of this is terrible. It was submitted 3 years ago by Julie from Downingtown, Pennsylvania. And the bottom line is she would not recommend it to a friend. It looks like 71 people found this review helpful. 7 did not find it helpful. I'm circling that right over here. And I'm going to scroll to the top. I just want to show you the review in more detail. These are pictures of it. I can click on it. That's what it looks like. This is the next picture and a final picture or more pictures. We can click on ratings. This is the ratings scoreboard, which is kind of similar to the chart that I showed you before. These are highs and lows for the refrigerator. Consumer Reports take. This is their review of it. This is an about the refrigerator. They talk about the thermostat control, temperature uniformity, energy efficiency. This is their predicted reliability and owner satisfaction for various manufacturers of refrigerators. LG got a 10 out of 10, Maytag 10 out of 10, Amana 9 out of 10, and GE and Hotpoint got 7 out of 10. Owner satisfaction reviews are down here. LG, Samsung, Kenmore, Whirlpool, and so on. Different features and specs of this particular freezer. The dimensions, we mentioned that before. Various features. Is there gallon storage on the door? No. Does it have a half shelf? No. If you click on the letter I, it will give you a little description of what a half shelf is. In particular, half shelves are typically found on top freezer or bottom freezer models, and that's what this box is showing you right here. This one is a description of touchpad controls. In some models, you can use an electronic touchpad to adjust the temperature settings, and this model has it, and so on. The specs again, down here, height, width, and depth. Total usable capacity is interesting, how efficient it is. The fridge usable capacity, and then the freezer usable capacity. They have an evaluation of the energy cost per year in dollars, whether or not it's an Energy Star refrigerator, and Consumer Reports suggested refrigerator setting. This is where you could purchase it at either A.J. Madison or Appliances Connection or Wayfair, or you could go to Amazon. If I click on that link, I'll go to Amazon directly. And there it is, $1,149. And then you can get the same Amazon information that you would traditionally get if you visited Amazon. I'm going to close that Amazon link, and we're going to scroll down a bit. These are the user reviews I showed you. The pros over here, the cons over here. This is the review, and then we have similar models. That's interesting. They also got good grades, 81 out of 100. I'm going to click on this. This is the Frigidaire Gallery. This is the SKU number. This gives you the price. We have the pictures down here. We have ratings and reliability and satisfaction. Features and specs, pricing and shop, user reviews. And I'm just going to scroll down just so you get even more familiar with the result, with the value, with the layout, excuse me. Survey results, test results, the highs and lows of the product. Consumer Reports take about this particular refrigerator. Again, predicted reliability and owner satisfaction. Features and specs, the style of it, the exterior dimensions, and the various features: gallon storage, half shelf, ice maker, water dispenser, touchpad controls. And again, the letter I will give you more information about that particular feature of the refrigerator. You can price it and shop it again at A.J. Madison, Appliance Connection, Home Depot, Wayfair, Walmart, and so on. So now you have an idea of what the interface looks like. I just wanted to show you some of the product reviews that Consumer Reports covers. Categories include appliances, including dishwashers, refrigerators, vacuum cleaners, washing machines. Another category is babies and kids. For instance, they have bike helmets and car seats and humidifiers and strollers. They evaluate cars. Usually the Consumer Reports issue for cars is the April issue. I'm going to go back to that in a second. They cover tires, maintenance and repair, car buying and pricing. They also cover electronics, including laptops, printers, TVs. And they have a category of health, including blood glucose meters, blood pressure monitors, hearing aids, treadmills, There's a section on home and garden and money, including car insurance, homeowners insurance, and luggage. But the big one I wanted to show you is the cars. And you can browse car ratings by type or by make. You can look at all cars from A to Z. If I scroll further down, these are articles about car ownership. For instance, this article is about car insurers are giving consumer breaks due to the coronavirus. Here are the details. I'm going to click on that. And this is an article by this person, Keith Barry, from April 9th, 2020, just about 3 weeks old. You can share it on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. You could email it or print it. If I wanted to email it, I would send it to this one. And I would send it to this email from the email I'm sending it to. Easy enough. So this is the review. This is the analysis. Car insurers giving customers break. And this gives you more information about that issue. At the bottom, if you notice, there's a link to trusted health information. You can get news, analysis, and advice with Consumer Reports Health newsletter. You can